Hello, fellow Planeswalkers, and welcome back to Advent Commander, where I'm building a 100-card commander deck for Magic Sealed Product. And today's pack is Modern Horizons. So let's get right into the pack. Alright, starting off, we have our Snow-Covered Swamp, then Orcish Hellraiser, Fountain of Ichor, Silumgar Scavenger, Irregular Cohort, Cave of Temptation, Nimble Mongoose, First Sphere Gargantua, Lava Dart, Soul Strike Technique, Smoke Shroud, Smiting Helix, Valiant Changeling, Sling Gang Lieutenant, and Aria of Flame. Okay, so going through the pack, I'm still not really looking to begin the snow, and at this point I'm probably not going to be going too heavily into snow. Beyond that, the Cave of Temptation is an interesting take. It is a land. You can tap it to produce a colorless, or you could pay a generic and add 1 mana of any color, so it color fixes. And then it also has another ability. For 4 generic, sacrifice Cave of Temptation, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. But you can only activate the ability as a sorcery. Now, with Renin 6, this might be able to play around with going in and out of my graveyard, but I think there is better cards for this. Like First Sphere Gargantua. You get a 5/4 for 6 mana, 2 of which has to be black, and when it enters the battlefield, you draw a card and lose a life. That's already pretty decent. It's a little heavy for the size, but it's a throwback to Phyrexian Gargantua. But the benefit here is this creature has an Earth. So for a black and 2 generic, you can return it from your graveyard to the battlefield, and it gains haste, and if it would leave the battlefield or at the end of your turn, you exile it. So it gets to trigger its ability again. I'm kind of thinking about the Smiting Helix, but that would solidly put me into 5 colors. For a black and 3 generic, you get a sorcery that deals 3 damage to any target, and you gain 3 life, but you can flash it back from your graveyard as a Lightning Helix. So for a red and a white, it's kind of interesting. Then there's the throwback to the Siege Gang Commander with Sling Gang Lieutenant. You get a 1/1 for 4 mana. When it enters the battlefield, you make 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens, and you can sacrifice a goblin to have target player lose 1 life, and you gain 1 life. So it could be kind of useful. But when I saw this card spoiled, it got my Johnny senses tingling really, really good. And since we did pick up Renin 6, and we do have the ability to at some point give retrace to all of our instants and sorceries in our graveyards, I think I'm going to take the Aria of Flame. For a red and 2 generic, you get an enchantment that when it comes into play, each opponent gains 10 life. That's kind of a drawback, but whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a verse counter on Aria of Flame. Then it deals damage equal to the number of verse counters on it to target player or planeswalker. So if I can get this out and just play a bunch of instants and sorceries over a short period of time, maybe with retrace from Renin 6, and even if it gets destroyed, I'll have a couple of cards to pull it back out of my graveyard and replay it again. So it's an interesting card. Not sure if it'll make the final cut of the deck just based on whatever else I pick up. But, like I said, I've been excited about this card since I saw it because it just said, do something with me. I look kind of bad, but I want to be used. So that's what we're taking. Aria of Flame. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow with another pack and another pick. See you then.